Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is my first long form video, so I thought I'd do something special. Today I'll be diving back into SCUM after quite a long break. It's been a while since I last played this game, and I heard there's been a lot of updates since I last played, so join me for the adventure and hope you enjoy. So I found an outpost and they had a few traders and useful supplies, but they didn't trust me enough to trade with me, so I headed southeast and started exploring and came across a bunker that I chose to investigate. After more than a few close encounters, I decided to head back to the safe zone and just sell some of the loot that I'd got.
Welcome, stranger. Guns come unloaded. Security reasons. Obviously. That thing registered. Kidding. Nobody cares.
After not having played the game for a few years at this point, it was really cool to walk into the gun trader and see all the new guns on the wall. It's just awesome. After selling all of the loot that I got from the bunker, I ended up with around 5k, and I didn't really know what to spend it on, so I just left it. Still healing from the beating that I'd taken in the bunker, I just decided to wander around for a little bit, do some exploring, and check out a couple of interesting locations near me. So it looked like the only way to go northwest was over this really cool bridge with this incredible view of the rest of the island, and I just decided to keep following the roads. So I eventually stumbled on a town and just decided to loot it for base building materials. So while I was looting the town and taking a look around, I came across a police station, so I decided to check it out and went inside. Surprise, there was a bunch of zombies in there with armor, but there was also some safes, which I could not open at the time, but I will definitely be coming back to lockpick those open. After looting the town, I decided to just carry on wandering and eventually stumbled on this little radar station. There was a little bit of loot there, some good stuff, got a new backpack, and climbed up to the top of this tower and managed to get a really nice view of the sunset just before nightfall. With the night coming, I decided to head back to the trader, sell a few things, drop a few things off, and while I was doing all this, I was looking online for potential loot locations and base locations and came across a prison not too far to the south of the outpost. After a short journey, I reached the prison, and to my surprise, there was lights on. And then some of the lights started to move, and I realized that the place was infested with mechs. And I actually really enjoyed the process of scouting out the prison, locating all the mechs, and learning their patrol routes, trying to adjust my positioning so that I don't attract any unwanted attention. So my plan didn't go as well as I'd hoped, and I kind of rushed in after almost being spotted by the first mech. Tried to hide and ended up being sandwiched between two of the mechs inside the prison. After getting torched, I managed to dive into a nearby room and check over my wounds. And about 3/4 of my body were burned, and it led to a really horrific infection later on that I had to try and cure with antibiotics. But I decided to make the best of the situation and loot the prison. There was an underground armory and an infirmary which had a bunch of useful supplies, but the main goal was to get out of this place alive. This is when I decided to try and escape. I'd watched the mechs for a little bit now, watched them go back and forth on patrols, and learned the patterns, so I was pretty confident that I'd be able to get out. managed to make it out and get back to the outpost, although I did forget about that one mech on the way out, and that nearly got me as well. But I managed to get back to the trader, sell a bunch of stuff. I even found 2 really cool tactical shotguns. I sold one and kept one for myself that I'm going to be using as my primary weapon for the foreseeable, and made a good chunk of money off of everything that I managed to collect in the prison. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this episode. I really enjoyed jumping back into SCUM. I hope you did too. And I don't know if there's going to be a part 3 of this, but I definitely want to do a part 2, so stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for joining me. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.